Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our new chapter, which is third chapter, fiber to fabric. Okay. In class 6 you have learnt about some fibers. We have learnt some fibers which are obtained from plants. You all know jute and cotton are obtained from plants. We also learned that wool and silk fibers are also obtained from animals. Wool is obtained from the fleece. You all know the fleece, hair of sheep or yak. Okay. Silk fibers come from cocoons of the silk moth. Okay, what is silk moth? Small, you can say moth or a small worm which can produce silk. We can say that silk moth. Okay. Do you know which part of the sheep's body yields fiber? Okay, from which part of the body we get fiber? We all aware of this very nicely, that the hairs of the sheep which are converted into woolen yarn, and we buy the wool from the market to knit sweaters. Okay, so do you have any idea how silk fibers are made into silk, which is woven into saris? Now in this chapter we shall try to find answers to all these questions. Okay, now animal fibers. Okay, how many type of animal fibers are there? Wool and silk. Two types of animal fibers are there. Now we are going to study about wool. Wool comes from sheep, goat, yak and some other animals. These wool yielding animals bear hair on their body. Okay, because from that wool only we get from that hair only we get wool. Okay, do you know why these animals have a thick coat of hair? Hair traps a lot of air. We all know the hair traps a lot of air. Air is a poor conductor of heat, as you would learn in chapter 4. Next chapter you will learn that hair is a poor conductor of heat. So hair keeps this animal warm. What does hair keeps this keeps that animals warm? Wool is derived from these hairy fibers. From where this wool arrive? From these hairy fibers. Okay, feel the hair on your body and arms and those on your head. Okay, if in your body, in your arms you have hair, in your head also, you find any difference? Which one seems coarse and which one is soft? You find the head in the hairs in your head will find you find it coarse, and the hair present on the skin of your arms and hands, it is quite soft as compared to the hair present on our head. Okay. Like us, the hairy skin of the sheep has two types of fibers that form its fleece. Okay, there are two types of fibers, the coarse beard hair and the fine soft hair under close to the skin. The hair which is present on the beard is coarse hair, and the soft hair which is present under the which is very close to the skin, that is fine soft under hair. Fine hair provide the fibers for making wool. Some breeds of sheep possess only fine under hair. Sometimes you find some breeds of sheep which possess only fine under hair. Their parents are specially chosen to give birth to sheep which have only soft under hair. This process of selecting parents for obtaining special characters in their offspring, such as soft under hair in sheep, is termed as selective breeding. Why? Through this selective breeding we get fine quality of sheep, and the fleece what present on that sheep is of very good and soft quality. Okay, now how are the other animals who yield wool? Animals that yield wool. Several breeds of sheep are found in different parts of our country. You can see the table 3.1, the different types of sheep. Okay. However, the fleece of sheep is not the only source of wool. Though wool commonly available in the market is a sheep wool. Okay. Yak wool is also common in Tibet and Ladakh. Angora wool is obtained from Angora goats, which is found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. Wool is also obtained from goat hair. The under fur of Kashmiri goat is soft. It is woven into fine shawls called pashmina shawls. The fur hair in the body of camels is also used as wool. Llama and alpaca, it is a kind of breed of camel which is found in South America. This also yield wool. So just not this wool yielding animals, it's just not confined to sheep. Goats, camels are also yak are also responsible for providing wools to us. Okay, now next we move on to activity 3.2. What you have to do, you have to collect pictures of animals whose hair is used as wool, and then you have to stick in your notebook or in a A4 size chart paper. If you don't get the pictures, you can draw them from the book. Okay. and what you call sheep, goat, camel and yak in your local language and also in other languages of your country. Try to find out. Now activity 3.3. You have to procure the outline maps of India and world and find out the places where you get the wool yielding animals and different colors to donate the location for different wool yielding animals. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day. Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our new chapter